How protectionism backfires. The setup. Suppose there are only two countries in the world, Germany and England. Germany imports bread to export car, while England imports car to export bread. The intersection of the two offer curves determines the equilibrium exchange of car and bread at the common terms of trade represented by the straight line. Below is a brief review of existing tariff theories. Lerner's tariff collection. Suppose England imposes a tariff on German car. According to Lerner, the tariff swings the price line downward. Some of the goods are intercepted at the customs house and appropriated by the tax collector. But if the tariff is so high that the lower price line cuts the offer curve, almost at the origin, the custom collects nothing. Hence, this displacement is not a tariff appropriated. Some ignorant people may be robbed by Lerner, but well-informed businessmen will react accordingly. It will be proved that even the reduced appropriation, if any, is costly and futile. Sitovsky's optimal tariff. According to Sitovsky, England should impose the optimal tariff on its bread for the highest welfare. But why would England impose tariff on its own output? If, instead, England taxes German car to shift the latter's offer curve inward, England's welfare is definitely lower. Pigu's tax. According to Pigu, England can tax German car to make it more expensive. Pigu looks like the Lerner stubborn guy, supplying the same quantity, no matter how high the tariff may be. Moreover, Lerner measured the tariff on German car downward, while Sitovsky and Pigu upward. Who is right? Deriving the offer curve. Existing tariff theories appear to be unrelated. Here is an attempt to derive a unified one. This is German production function. It employs bread to produce car to pursue some profit. Profit maximization derives the demand for bread function and the supply of car. According to Walras, the buyer of a thing is the seller of that which he gives in exchange. Since any relative price of German car supply must be its inverse of German bread demand, the successful linkage renders the price redundant to deliver German pure quantity offer curve. The initial equilibria. When England has the counterpart demand and supply, and offer curves are inserted, all the initial equilibria are determined. The impact of tariff. If German car is subjected to a tariff, T, German demand for bread and supply of car shrink by this and that respectively. This is the corresponding new offer curve function. How to depict the impact? There are two ways to present the impact of the tariff. One is to hold the demand, supply or offer curve constant, and illustrate the impact entirely along the curve. That is Lerner's method, which has been disproved. Another way is to create a tariff-ridden curve, so as to keep the original one for comparison. This is also the approach taken by Sitovsky and Pigu. Ramification of the impact. The tariff raises German car price, but England pays the tariff, which disproves both the Lerner and the traditional tax incidence theories. The tariff reduces not only car quantity, which disproves Pigu's theory, but also bread quantity, which disproves Pigu's theory more thoroughly. Given the price difference, T, people will try to arbitrage, smuggle, or even wage a war. The same more thorough story can be told from this offer curve graph. When any other products that use car or bread and input or output, the impact further ramifies, butterfly effect. Effective tariff. Effective tariff theory aims to protect domestic industries. But when England's input is also effectively taxed, no tariff is effective. Implicit retaliation. England's protectionist car tariff is also felt in the bread market. This is equivalent to Germany imposing a tariff on England's bread. But that retaliation is only implicit. Any real retaliation by Germany will also be dumb. Prohibitive tariff. If England's tariff is so prohibitive as to eliminate the German offer curve. Without the input, England's corresponding offer curve also disappears. That is the extreme form of protectionism and implicit retaliation. Welfare implication. The lower car and bread quantity means a welfare loss for the protectionist host country, England. Perhaps, England regains some welfare by collecting the tariff, as argued by Lerner, but when it is also England who pays the tariff, any welfare gain is cancelled out, leaving England to bear the collection cost alone. This is a more rigorous disproof of Lerner's robbery theory, namely without resorting to the prohibitive case. Any collection, interception or appropriation is illusionary. The real suffering. Facing English protectionism, Germany can always sell its cars to, or buy its bread from, other countries. Then, England's offer curve must also disappear. Any tariff can be equally prohibitive. Conclusion. When you rob your own family members, practicing protectionism is dumb. When you burn your own home, practicing protectionism is extremely dumb. Protectionism has only one dirty winner, the robber baron. Clarifying theoretical disputes. Protectionism is fueled by the optimal tariff theory, which is disproved above. In another direction, advocates of free trade do not have much support from Ricardo's comparative advantage. In contrast, Choi proved that cooperation increases the overall output drastically.